Write your own transcript. So, leading me beside the still waters, he restoreth my soul. He restoreth my soul. He restoreth my soul. What's this word restoreth? You gotta see this word restoreth, because this can tie right back into everything we've been saying for the past few weeks. And I have to keep saying it this way, because I want it to be clear that what we're saying in the Qubtic church is not something we're making up. This is a reality. The word restore is the word shub. Shu again. Ashug, divine love. Shub, restore. Right? But this word shub in restoring the soul is also seen in Psalm chapter 19. Psalm chapter 19, if we go down to verse 7. Chapter 19, verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect. The law of the Lord is perfect. The word perfect is the word taumim, which means entire, integrity, truth, without blemish, complete, perfect, sincerely, undefiled, upright, balanced. Okay? It's perfect. Converting the soul. Converting the soul. What's this word converting? Shu, restoreth, converting. But what does it mean to be converted? That's right. The root, to turn back. To turn back. So to be converted to something means you have to be going back from a place that you originated from. Sankofa is another term for it. You can't be converted to someone else's way of life. That's not being converted. That's impossible to be converted to someone else's life. If converted means, and it does mean, to turn back, to go back to your origins. That's all what Jesus or Yahshua did. All through the New Testament. It is written. It is written. It was said. He going back. Back to where? Back to the Old Testament. Back to the original covenants. Back to the prophets. Back to the law. That's where he was asking us to stay. Because this same law, they say, is perfect. Laws of ma'at, of balance. You understand? It says, the law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul, restoring the soul. We're converting and restoring is the same thing. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple, the meek. That's why I say, suffer the little children to come unto me. Because they're the ones who ain't full of ego. They're the ones who want to figure it out. They're the ones who just want to know the truth. Children just want to know the truth. They don't need a bunch of scientific jargon. They don't need. I remember there's a commercial where this little boy is asking the teacher, where does lightning come from? The teacher was like, well, it's a potential difference in atmospheric pressure and blah blah blah. And he run over this long thing, and the child say, I thought it came from the clouds. And he said, yes. And he said, thank you. Right? And you telling me all this stuff, what? Lightning come from the clouds. That's all they need to know. Right? So it's the same thing when we start getting on to the nitty gritty of who we are. It's simple. It's simple. There's a past that was created for us. We don't have to think as hard as we thinking, An example was given. I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father but by me. Not, I can carry you there. If you live like me, I'll show you the way. There was a way. If you do what I did, if you see how I prayed, if you see how I ate, did you see how I dealt with the Sabbath? Did you see how I dealt with the Pharisees? Did you see how I dealt with my family? Did you see how I dealt with my disciples? Did you see all these things? Did you see how I dealt with it? If you learn from my example, you're going to be like me, and then you're going to be even better than me. That's what the book of John chapter 14 talking about. You do what I do and even greater things, right? And even though there's this path, we still trying to find the sharpest cutlass or the biggest bulldozer to make our own path. To figure out how we can get what we think we're supposed to have, because that's what other people telling us we need. You got your little compact sedan, but you're saying I need some bigger tires, man. I'm gonna be like these fellas who's go money. They done paved the road for you, you know. You done got a highway with signs on it. Smooth road. So I give you big tires, you don't need big tires. I need you to go this way. But you saying, no man, I need to cut down the road over here. And when I hang with after them get trucking things. I was hanging after them. No man, you after them, I reason why I give after them big tires. Because after them need to go do what people with big tires do. You got small tires because you need to go do what people with small tires do. I need you all to be where you're supposed to be so y'all can get all of this work done. Right? Yet we continue to cut our own path. Maybe we get the path. Maybe we even going down the path. Maybe we even gaining access to what's down the path. But all along we losing this connection that we have to the very maker of the vehicle that we traveling in, this body. And therefore, when times get rough, when times get hard, there's no real recourse outside of now turning on other people, turning on your family, looking out for yourself, not really being appreciative of what you have. And then you start blaming God, and you start blaming the devil. And you know what I'm saying? You blame everybody except for you, because you didn't follow some simple instructions to give you a perfect law. But you say, oh, I following Paul. Paul said you don't need the law. They give you a perfect body, and you say, no man, Peter had a dream. It ain't what go in you is what come out of you. You know, we got all these excuses, but we don't want to just deal with the truth. The truth is simple. Even a baby knows truth from the womb. Truth is, I'm hungry. Truth is, that breast will feed me. That's the truth. I don't need no long talk about how it works. Put it in my mouth. That's what the baby's saying. Let me drink. Let me be nourished. But somehow along the line, we lose that innocence of the child, and we want to become adults. I never saw any of us say become an adult. I never read that. So we was always children of the Most High. Always children of the Most High. Always seeking, looking, trying to find our way back to the Most High, to the bosom of the Most High. And we do that by keeping our two hearts, which are part of our 9 components, aligned. And that leads us into what we know as the true atonist, the grace that the atonists achieve. Something that I'm not going to get into today, but people always ask about grace. That's how you establish grace. Grace comes from within, and it permeates from you and helps you to change your condition. If you want to change people around you, you want to change the conditions around you, change yourself inside and watch the conditions around you change. When you ask God to protect you from your enemies, like I see, I have a little thing on Facebook, someone put up there to share. I asked God to protect me from my enemies, and I started losing friends. I thought I had a nice smile, because I'm like, that's where I'm at right now. I just want to get this thing right. You know what I mean? Ain't no love lost. If I start getting this thing right and I stop seeing you, ain't no love lost. You just wasn't part of what was making it right for me. I ain't got to walk up to you and say, we ain't friends no more. You may still be friends, but outside of the reality of what I know is my perfection or my balance. Because there's always an opportunity for others to have their souls restored, to be converted, to go back to their origins, to find out what really happened in the very, very beginning of who we are as a people and start to learn about themselves. And that's what being converted really means. Because if you truly are converted, then you become an example for other people to be converted and find out who they really are. And then they wouldn't have to worry about gaining the world. They could just worry about gaining their soul, which is the emotion, which is the energy in motion. And trust me, I'd rather gain all those things that we had when we was running the world. I always ask people, what were we when we were running the world? Not the continent of Africa, the world. That's what I want to be. Because we ran the world. And the conditions coming back around for us to run it again. But if we ain't ready, we can miss it. Not to say our lineage is going to miss it, but we, right now, will miss it. Our children and children's children, they'll have to keep fighting this battle until we get it right. We need to knock down enough barriers so that as they get older, they have less to knock down. The problems I hear my parents and their friends talk about when they was coming up, you don't have to worry about that no more. That's why you look at it and say, y'all don't know how good y'all have it. Y'all don't understand what it was to do. I mean, some of them is run out now. You had to walk 8 miles to school. You had to cut tires to make the shoes.
All before they go to school.
All before they go to school. You know what I mean? We have broke a sock. You know what I mean? But it's all enough. You know what I'm saying? What they trying to say is, it was hard, man. Y'all wouldn't probably make it if y'all had to do those things right now. But y'all don't have to do it. We did it. So we got to keep knocking it down. People keep asking, well, why y'all, you know, just don't let things be. Just move on. I said, I can't move on. I can't forget what happened to us and say everything is okay. I can't know that you took my house and my land and my property and my car and everything and just move on. I got to figure out how to restore some things. That's part of restoring your soul. Restoring your legacy is a part of restoring your soul. Understanding your legacy. And if we start restoring our legacy, we don't have to worry about what the world has. All those things belong to us anyway. Because it says, seek ye first the kingdom of God. Where's the kingdom of God? Within. That's what Luke chapter 12 was talking about. Jesus said, no man, the kingdom of God don't come with observation. The kingdom of God is within you. So if you seek and first the kingdom of God, we right back to being converted again. You right back to knowing yourself. You right back to restoring your soul. That's the central theme in this book. The central theme. But we running away from it. We trying to be Greco-Roman. We trying to be Hindu. We trying to be everything except we are. I ain't knocking them. If you Hindu, you should be trying to be Hindu. Because the guardian angelic hosts are not concerned with our doctrine. They ain't coming looking for the Qubtic church or the Black Messiah. That's not what they doing. They coming to see, okay, this is your laws, right? Okay, you supposed to have on a blue shirt. Alright, check. Black month, alright, cool. Folks supposed to be over on the side here? Alright, good. Alright, come. Because I know you can follow instructions. But if I look in the book and they say, no, you're supposed to be sitting down. Sitting down. You're supposed to have on a robe. I don't care what name you call yourself. You don't know how to follow instructions. So I don't need you with me. You understand? Because this is only the beginning of the reaping. Many are called, few are chosen. I got to see if you all could even put something together long enough and follow it and get some stuff done before I really give you what I have to give you. That's what the Most High is saying. Y'all talking about y'all want heaven. See, no, y'all say that I can bring it. Thy will be done on earth as it. I ain't gonna bring it there. I ain't gonna bring it there. Y'all don't come up here. Y'all gonna break up my stuff. Keep the pearls of the pearly gate. Y'all chipping up the golden streets to go to cash for gold. You know what I'm saying? Where's the pearly gate? They took the whole gate, Lord. Now we got a fence up. You see what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, heaven ain't heaven no more. So he said, "Oh, don't come up here." Jesus said, "I'll go and prepare a way for you." That's a nice way of saying, "Don't come to my house." You know what I'm saying? I'll bring it. Better yet, you go build your own, then you'll appreciate it. And that's what we as people don't want to do. We don't want to build heaven. We just want to show up. We just want to brag. We won't be the person who just gets drafted on the Boston Celtics and then walk in the arena and say, "Look at all our championship banners." Hey, what a homeboy. Hey, you play for any of that? Did you win any of those championships? Well, I don't know. Sit down. Put another one up there, then you can brag. Oh, look at our pyramids. Ancient Kemet. Oh, look at, did you build a pyramid? Do you know how to build a pyramid? No, well, shut up. Shut up long enough to learn how to build one. Then you can brag about it. You understand what I'm saying? This is where we are as a people. Oh, we just want to point to pictures. And they knocked off all of the noses. Well, put it back then. Don't keep making noise but they knocked off the noses. Oh, and they came in and stole all of our stuff. And they used it to oppress us. Okay, you know that now. And you know what our stuff is. Well, why aren't you using it to better yourself? There's nothing that they can't do nothing to you if you know who you are. That's another central theme. Isn't that what happened to Jesus? He was faced with the devil. He ain't run. He talked to him. Hey Jesus, if you throw yourself off this temple, I understand that God's supposed to send his angels to make sure you even hit your foot. You know what I'm saying? But man, come from that. You know what I'm saying? We don't see it that way. And it's so hard to get us to see it that way because the churches they have today, they're so pretty. And they got the nice, comfy seats. Maybe our seats ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? The air conditioned piping and, you know, it's everything that they think they want. And I ain't knocking no big churches. That's not what I'm doing. I'm saying if that's all you going there for, if that's what's attracting you, but the message that you're supposed to be getting and being given, then all you're trying to do is gain the world and lose your soul. You see? So I want to encourage y'all. You know, we're a growing church. We're a church that preaches so that we teach. And we, one person at a time, getting the truth. The realities spread. Opportunities opening all the time. Next week we have a cookout here. We talk about it after the service. But that's another opportunity for us to, you know, share our good news. You know, make some couple dollars for the church and we can make it better. You know, that kind of way. So I want y'all to just continue thinking about what was said here today with regards to your spiritual heart. That's not something that's talked about in those same words. You talk about high blood pressure. That's really what it's dealing with, high blood pressure. Blood pressure is really dealing with your spiritual heart. Because you can have the perfect diet and still have high blood pressure. You understand? So we have to understand who and what we are and why we are. Otherwise, they will continue to take control of our very essence and use us against ourselves. With that I say, Amen.